What you doing today? Morning, bees. It's a brew day. Alright, what do you think of that? A solar powered hat, little solar panels and a fan. Now that I got the camera on, of course, the sun was peeking behind the clouds. So here we are. It's another brew day. I am not going to show y'all a bunch of what I'm doing today. I am so hungover from last night hanging out with the boys, and I am just going to brew some beer. I'll pop in from time to time to show you what I got going. I got cleanup to do because there's stuff over there, under there, and over there, and holy crap, look at this thing. So, oh yeah, you're going to want to learn what love bugs are today too. I'll have to show you some because they're going to be very aggravating, I think, today. They don't bite, but there's so many of them. Alright. Now let me get on with the get on, because I guess I'm so gonna late start. It's like 10:30-ish in the morning, and I really should have been started by now, and I haven't. And I'm gonna brew a premium American lager. And I'll give you the rundown here in just a little bit. I'm not gonna do much video because I don't want today to be strayed by too much more. Alright, you'll see the love bug. I'll show you some love bugs later. You'll probably see them on the screen or on my face or on the tip of my nose. You're going to see them today because they're going to be out. And I'm going to try my best not to get cheesed off about those guys because they're just so useless and they're aggravating and there's so many of them. Alright guys, catch up with you in a minute, and I got to get some HLTs, water going, and I got to get going. First cup of coffee and zoom. Here we go. Right, and so, yeah, I got the strike water up and up to temperature, underlet into the mash tun, which holds, this is a double these measurements because it's a 10-gallon batch, but there are 4.5 of domestic 2-row, 3 pounds of 6-row, 1.25 pounds of flaked maize, 1.25 pounds of flaked rice, and half pound of domestic carapils. And then we put in, I put in a package which is 1 ounce, I think, or let's see, 1/3 of an ounce of water salts. Why? Because it says so. I think that changes the pH, if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, we did all that at the 11:30, so I am going to do, I'll probably do a 90-minute mash on this one. I got some other things to do, so I'll just let it sit in there and rock, but yeah, so, and so what I did on the math, and it's the same kind of recipe for each of them, is 1.25 quarts of water per pound, so I had 21 pounds in total, times 1.25 divided by 4 equals gallons, so 6.56 gallons of water went into the mash tun. Y'all have seen white grain, so I'm not going to show you. Okay, so yeah, I will see you in 90 minutes. All right, adios. All right, peeps, little update. All right, so I have running it into the brew kettle, and my barge water is almost gone. I'm almost to volume. I'm supposed to be at 1051. I'm at 1055. Woohoo! I found out what happened to my smash beer is that guy up there is a total liar. I'm not going to use that again. I'm going to see if I can't take it back and get another one or something. It is way off in temperature. So I found that out today. I ended up with the strike water way cooler than what it should have been. So I let some out into a different vessel, heated it up, put it back in there, kind of like a Herms type recirculating country style, you know. Yeah, it's way off. When I was looking for 190 for my sparge water, and I had to make it be 123. So yeah, it's like 30 degrees off or so. Holy crap. But I got old trusty infrared. I can't show brand names anyway. I got the infrared thermometer guy right here, and it's trustworthy enough to use. like I said, I've got the mash tun, or the boil kettle working right now. It's almost to a boil, but we're still giving it some more work. And so that's where we're at 1055 on the refractometer. We're supposed to be at 1051, and I'm almost to my. I'll bring it closer here in a little bit. I'm here right now, which is close to about 10 gallons, but I'm gonna pull another couple of gallons out of there. Get it. If I can put it in the brew kettle at 1051, that's going to be even stronger, later on after it boils. So I'm going to get as much volume as I can out of this until I get to the 1051. And if I start with the beginning gravity going into the kettle, then I'm going to have a lot more coming back out of it. All right, guys, that's a little update. Okay, love bugs. Let me show you these guys. I don't know if you can see what I'm showing you. Okay, this is a little black bug. There you go. Oh, shoot. I'll find another one. We'll get a close examination of what the love bugs are, or May bugs. They're something else. They're multiples, and there's one in the brew kettle, but don't tell anybody. All right, guys. I'll catch y'all later. All right, boys, made it through the hop drop, or through the hop break, and about to do the hop drop. This is going to be 1.75 times 2, so 3 3/4, 3 1/2. No, what is it? Anyway, this is our first hop drop. It's kind of bulky, that one, and then we're going to have another ½ ounce goes in later. So anyway, and it goes just like always. I'm not gonna. It's oh yeah, doing the wrong thing. Hey, let me get my hemostats. Let me grab the hemostats, boys, and we'll get on with the get on. So this is our hop drop. I'm using a different kind this time, a different kind of bag. Hope this pans out. It doesn't fall there, and I can find it later. Anyway, so I'm watching some YouTube videos, actually a live hangout. Boondock Beer Reviews is hanging out with some of the Homestead people, so chilling with them. All right, catch y'all in a little bit for the second hop drop. All right. Okay, gents, I told you I'd show you. This is a love bug. Well, they are love bugs. It's not focusing, maybe. Oh, there's another one here, better in the light. There's multiples of them. Right there. Focus. Come on now. It's not focusing, is it? Alright. There they go. There they go. And you can see that's kind of the way they go, i.e. 2 of them, and they're in multiples. They don't bite, is a good thing. This is like when they're single. He's a bachelor. Or it's a bachelorette. Anyway, that's what they look like, and they're not very big. Maybe the size of a fly, which is flying around in here too. I'm looking into the mash tun. Those are love bugs, and they're not good for anything. I've heard they taste bitter. I don't know. I know that when you hit them with your car, that they stick there pretty good. When you go to swat them away or like smash them, they're sticky and they don't come off of you. They're really just a pain in the butt is what they are. Those are love bugs. All right. One more look. See down here. There we go. That's them, and they're doing the dance of love or something. That's just the way they are, and they fly real slow. Good thing, like I said, they don't bite. They don't bite. All right, guys. May the force be with you. I'll see you in a bit. We are did the first hop drop, and waiting the 40 minutes till the second one. Our buddy the fly. So you see how big the love bugs are compared to the fly. They're about that. They're not big critters. All right. Adios. All right, another quick check-in. Wow, I'm such the negative today. Oh, I gotta get some lights over here or something. It's the middle of the day, but just the way the camera takes it, I guess. Anyway, so I put in the old word chiller thing over there, and I am doing the chilling thing. Everything went really well. I was supposed to have been at 10:51. It was at 10:55, and so I put like about 5 of these in there full of water, and got it. Oh, my camera so fell in its face right then. So what I was saying is, oh, I look even worse under here. I got it plugged in, and this is the closest place I can plug it in. Yeah, I got it down to the 10:51, so I definitely got my volume, and gonna get her chilled down, and I guess I'll show you me moving it into the carboys. And I've got some yeast that I've been stirring up. Come to think of it, I need to separate those into different little canning jars. I'm just gonna pour it off in there. Really, I've got. It was 1 pack, but I've been feeding it for like almost. Well, I fed it 4 times, and it's been stirring almost a week. So I should have plenty of yeast there. I'm gonna see how many jars I can fill up. 2 of which are gonna go 1 each into the fermenters, and that's where we're gonna go with that. I'm gonna save the other one and keep on growing it. Keep on growing it. It's some SO5, and that's been my personal favorite. I do have a couple of just in case stuff falls through. There's a couple of packs of 001, the liquid kind, and just trying to hold off on them until I just have to use them, or I'm ready to stir them also. I've only got 1 stir plate. Anyway, so I will see you in a minute when this is cooled down. Actually, it's gonna be a while, but I'll see you in a minute when this is cooled down. As a matter of fact, one of them I am going to put on top of my smash beer yeast cake because I just bottled my smash beer yesterday, and the other I will dose with or inoculate with the yeast I've been growing. I was thinking about it. Yeah, one's getting straight to a yeast cake, and the other, I guess it's gonna be kind of a experimental batch. We'll see how that goes. Right. One goes to the yeast cake, one gets fresh yeast. All right. See y'all in a minute or a while. I'll see you. Okay, so here's the starter I've been stirring for a while. Like I said, I'm going to put them in little canning jars, and one is going to be dedicated to dropping into the fermentation chamber, the fermentation, my carboy, my new carboy. All right, so I am running sanitizing solution in there, Star San, and I'm gonna give it the shake-a-roo, and I'll see you in a minute when we go to rack that over. Sorry, I'm a negative, guys. See you in a minute. Whoa, I'm still such a negative. Anyway, okay, so I guess in conclusion, here's what we ended up with, gents, peeps. My peepasauruses is 2 fermenters full, somewhat full. I should get a little more on this one, but that's okay. I'm not gonna sweat that. So I dropped, I don't have the sample. Anyway, I brought out my Erlenmeyer flask, and it was enough for 4 small canning jars of yeast slurry. And so I dropped 2 of them into this guy here, and this was sitting on a yeast cake already from my smash beer. So that's where we're at. We ended up, like I said, I diluted it down to be proper to the 1051. It was a 1055, I think I said a while ago. Anyway, yeah, I got my volume. Looks pretty good to me. It's most of 10 gallons, so it's good. And yeah, a 1051 like it's supposed to start out with. I want to say this is supposed to be like a 4.5% beer. I left the notes over there. I really should be paying attention better. Anyway, thank y'all for coming by. Yeah, I'm just watching some videos and chilling with some people on the internet, doing some hangout stuff. And so I will catch y'all later. Thanks again for coming by. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been a wonderful brew day. Everything went pretty good. You know, no hassles. Yeah, I was up on my numbers to begin with a little short on the volume, but I got my volume back, and so all is well. I didn't come out with any more than what I should have, but I hit my numbers pretty darn close. Well, I hit them right on the number, as a matter of fact. You know, I diluted it down to the 1051, so that's a good feeling. It went right. I think I mentioned it earlier in the video. I found that my thermometer is so totally off. And I will look into a new thermometer, because I think that's why I had to add so much of the DME to the smash beer that I did before. Oh yeah, I hadn't opened a beer to show y'all I was drinking beer today. I've been drinking beer today too. Anyway, thanks for coming by one more time. Y'all be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And cheers from the drinking one. Y'all have a great the rest of the week and weekend and whatever else. Take care. Don't drink and drive. All that wonderful stuff. See you next time. Hey, remember the fancy hat, right? it's got a fan on it. Cheers, guys. I'm out.
He drools in his sleep and he farts in his chair. But he's hung just like a Kodiak bear. I love you. Oh, shut up!